Welcome back, my wonderful cat lovers. Today, Wacky and I are going to read Cat Owners of Reddit. Where is your cat from, and how was it the first time you saw him or her? All right, everybody, sit down and take a listen. This is from Echo Edit 7. Not me, but my grandmother has the best cat story I've heard. About 7-8 years ago, my grandmother is at home with her husband doing old people things, making stew, I don't know, when they hear scratching on their front door. They open it up and there's this big black and white ragamuffin-looking cat, completely drenched because of the rain and presumably mud she had to walk through, holding one of her babies. She drops this kitten off at my grandmother's front door and proceeds to leave back into the rain. 5 minutes pass. She comes back with another kitten. Another 5 minutes pass. She comes back with another kitten. At this point, my grandparents are running out of towels to wrap them up. This cat comes back 2 more times and drops off 2 more kittens and then stays at the house herself. 6 cats in total out of nowhere just decide to live at my grandmother's house from that point on. They already had a ginger cat at their house, so it totaled up to 7 cats. They kept pretty calm about the situation and put them in the living room to drink milk from their mom. Wow, what an interesting story. I can't believe some cat just came completely out of the rain and dropped off all of her kittens to a stranger. The second story comes from Biconice. I currently have 3 cats. Yeah, I know. And they are all rescues from different times and places. The first one was a birthday gift when me and my boyfriend first moved in together 5 years ago. She was the only one that I got as a kitten. She was a total rapscallion and took a while to warm up to me. But it was seriously exciting when we got her. She was from a shelter. The second one was one I got along with another cat later on when I was living alone. Those 2 were from an adoption event with cats that were rescued from a failing cat sanctuary. The other cat died, sadly, but I do remember seeing her for the first time. I remember picking her up and knowing that she and the other one were the kittens for me. She is currently the sweetest, most affectionate cat I have ever known. The third is the recent addition to my family. He's a dumpster cat who is living behind where my boyfriend works. He brought him home, and he was obviously very scared. Also needed a bath, which he hated. But he pretty quietly hung out with us on the couch that first night. That's another great story. Kudos to this person who brought 3 beautiful cats into her home and gave them a safe and secure place to live. What a wonderful person. The next story is from Falling Star 9. Adopted my kitty earlier this year. She'll be 1 in February. I've never had a cat before, but I wanted a kitten because I wanted to attempt to train her. I wanted a little thing and to be playful. I called the shelter just about every day. When I heard there were kittens, I went straight there. There were 2 available, and she just seemed more friendly. I picked her up the next day, brought her home. She walked right out of the crate ready to go. I love her to death, and even though occasionally makes me angry, knocked over the Christmas tree again last night. But waking up to her, keeping me company at the end of the bed, and her crawling all over me when I get home is the greatest. Last night, she even let me rub her belly without biting me. I think she thinks she's a dog. She gets up on my legs for pets, and she's a goober. Aw, that's a cute story. I'm so glad she adopted somebody from the shelter. And now, my wonderful people, here is the last story regarding how people got their cats and why. Some people I knew had found a cat and her kittens and needed someone to adopt them. The kitties, they fell in love with the mom. So I convinced my grandma to adopt one. She wanted the gray tabby. My sister-in-law wanted the all-gray and fluffy cat. So I had 4 identically all-black cats to choose. I couldn't. I went to those people's houses and watched the cats play for almost 1 hour. The carrying box opened on the ground. And then one of the cats looked at me in the eye, dead serious for a cat, and walked inside cuddling in it. I didn't choose my cat. He chose me. And that is the end to the stories today. What a wonderful ending of a cat choosing his own owner. Thank you for coming to my channel and listening to my stories. Please like and subscribe, and remember, you are loved. Thanks.